Twitter is officially killing off Vine, the video service that they began back in 2013. Now, they bought Vine back in 2012 before it even launched, but they did very little to improve the service or add advancements to the service. And due to competition with other social media platforms, they have decided that maybe Vine doesn't make sense to continue with, and maybe it doesn't make sense to continue employing the people who work on Vine. Now, Twitter is already in a world of trouble. They have cut their staff by 9%, affecting hundreds of their employees. But a source did tell The Verge that significant layoffs hit Vine today, though Twitter declined to specify how many at Vine were affected or whether the employees were being offered new jobs. Now, if you love those 6-second videos and you've made them and you're worried about what's going to happen to them, according to Twitter, you'll be able to access and download your Vines. They also say that we'll be keeping the website online because we think it's important to still be able to watch all the incredible Vines that have been made.
Now, let me give you some context there. So they don't want bad publicity. They don't want their brand tarnished. So they don't want all these angry people who made all of that product and all the video to then be pissed at Twitter. So that's part of the reason they're doing it. Smart, nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. The other reason is maybe we sell it to someone else later, right? And so let's just keep it up and see what happens. Mm-hmm. So it's not just out of the goodness of their heart. It's a business decision, but nothing wrong with it. I'm glad they didn't destroy the videos. That's a positive.
Yeah, Twitter is the prime example of mismanagement, I think, right? So they did very little, if anything, to improve Vine, to keep up with the Joneses, because you have social media platforms like Facebook that are constantly adding new features, changing, evolving. And while sometimes it's annoying when they change the feed and all that, overall, we end up adapting to the changes and we end up liking the changes. With Vine, they didn't do much. It was very slow to change. And then at the same time, they've been really bad about dealing with their troll issues, something that we've talked about on the show. And so Twitter was trying to find a buyer. They were trying to sell, and Disney ended up being one of the top bidders. But then Disney backed out of the deal. Why did they do that? It's because they realized that Twitter does have a serious troll problem, and they don't want to tarnish their own brand by being associated with Twitter.
So it's all complicated and nuanced, and there's a million business dealings behind the scenes that we're not privy to. So I'm sure that there are a number of factors, although the one Anna points out had to be a large one of the factors that they considered. And overall, this is a time when I could do a little shimmy myself and go, told you. Because I never believed in Vine. And so people are like, oh, Cenk, you don't get it. All the kids are doing Vine. Everybody's going to do Vine. YouTube's done. Everybody's doing Vine. I was like, yeah, all right, whatevs.
6-second videos.
Yeah, I'm like, look, how much can you do in a 6-second video? And it's going to have an audience, and it did. But it's going to be limited. Mm-hmm. And it turns out it had an audience, and it was limited, right? And so, yeah, there was mismanagement, no question. But, like, were you really going to revolutionize entertainment 6 seconds at a time? But people can't, I think, and I'm being slightly unbearable because I think I was right about this also from a business context, right? They're like, Young Turks, you should get in Vine. You're not in Vine. You're not cool. You're not cool. No, we know it. Everything gets shorter and shorter and shorter. And so if you're not doing everything in 6 seconds, you're missing out. I'm like, yeah, you're totally wrong. And I don't care what everybody thinks at the moment. I'm not going to do that, and it's stupid. Mm-hmm, okay? Mm-hmm. And I don't mean it's stupid that if you did it, and by the way, today I watched a whole bunch of Vines because they went under. Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, that one was kind of funny. Oh, that's surprisingly funny.
Yeah,
I'd rather enjoy that one.
The content creators obviously didn't do anything wrong. There were a lot of creative individuals that did great things with Vine. Again, the problem was the mismanagement. Yeah.
So just don't get seduced by oh my God, it's hot now. It's hot. We gotta go, right? Mm-hmm. And everybody gets seduced by that. Just think rationally about what's going on in the world. And in terms of, and maybe it'll get rescued. Maybe somebody will buy it and they'll restart it and they'll have a more sane business model. Mm-hmm. And so, we live in a world where business models matter because if you don't have the right one, then the format and the platform that a lot of people liked goes away. So, and I think that one of the founders tweeted today, don't ever sell your company. Now, remember, they sold to Twitter before they even launched. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Why? Because people get all riled up and they're like, money, here, throw the money. I'll take the money. What, stick their lawn? Oh, no, it didn't work out.
Yeah.
That happens far too often. Just everybody calm down. 10-2, 10-2. You know who makes independent media possible? You guys. Because of you, we can actually do this show free of any outside influence. That's what makes us so strong. Become a member today. tytnetwork.com/join. You are the media.